if you've just watched the last video on forming equations from coordinates, that's all well and good when it's simple, like add 3 or take away 2 or double or triple or even squaring each numbers. But when you put two operations, it can get a bit trickier. So instead, what we're going to do is use the skills from the last one to this time form the equations. So you're going to be given graphs like this quite often. So y equals 2x plus 3. And that can look quite intimidating to some people until you start putting it as a sentence. So, knowing what we said before, we said the words for the y would be the y coordinate equals is always double or 2 times the x coordinate, so it's double the x coordinate, and then add 3. So the y coordinate is always double the x coordinate, add 3. Remembering this means times 2. So knowing that, we can actually make any coordinates we want to in the whole world as long as it follows this pattern. So if you choose any random number for x, we know the y coordinate is double that value and then add 3. So if we double 2, let's take this one down, so we're going to double it and then add 3. So 1 doubled is 2, add 3 is 5, so therefore that coordinate is on this line. So this time if I choose 4, we double it, 8, and add 3, we get 11. So that coordinate and this one is also on here. And if you have minus 2, it's a bit trickier. Doubling negative 2 is a negative 4. And then remember, when we add, we go this way. So we're adding 3, we're going to end up on minus 1. So that's that. So if you look, this one looks like it's add 4, but that doesn't work. It's not just timesing by 5 because that doesn't work. That normally means there's 2 operations, and it's doubling and add 3. And you can form as many equations as you want. There's an infinite amount of equations on this line. So this one is really similar. So describe as a sentence. The y coordinate is 3 times the x, but then take away 5. So pick a random number. So 1. So we're going to times that 1 by 3 and then take away 5. So 3 take away 5 is minus 2. Any other number? I'm just making these numbers up. So 3 times that is 12, take away 5 is 7. Now always push yourself with your negative, so negative 2, 3 lots of that is minus 6. This time we're taking away 5, means we're going this direction, ending up at minus 11. Now this is slightly different form, but if you think about it in English sentences, it will never scare you. So, the x coordinate plus the y coordinate is always 8. So, if I choose 1, we're basically saying 1 plus what is 8? Has to be 7. So, 1 add 7 is 8. 4 add 3. Sorry, 4 add 4 is 8. Minus 2, but then we're going to have to add on 10 to get to 8. And there we have it. So ask your teacher now for some equations of straight lines and try and form any type of coordinate you want. Now your teacher might show you a way of putting these coordinates into what we call a table of values, and that's just to tidy things up. But to start off with, you just want to be encouraged to make any coordinates that you want so you can understand this mathematical language in simple English words. Best of luck.